Hey everybody, happy Monday and happy moles. We're going to go back to moles, and so stoichiometry requires you to understand a little bit about moles prior to that. So we're going to take a day, just kind of review moles today. It should be an easy day. We are going to do some coloring, and I look forward to a great day. So anyways, let's get started as we go. So also, this is Mr. Davies' first Screencastify. So we are together on this one. It's going to be so good. So one mole, if we could talk about moles. So we did this in October. So one mole of any substance is equal to 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd atoms of said substances. And what makes that cool is that we can actually count by moles. And we're going to talk about this, but the coefficients of balanced equations are actually written in moles as well. So we can actually figure out how many atoms we have when we have a reaction. So that's kind of what stoichiometry is. So, for example, if you have 3 moles of carbon and you want to know how many atoms you have of carbon, we would do something called dimensional analysis, and we would do 1 mole going on the bottom, and we always want to make sure that they line up, and then 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd goes up top. And then to do the math, you would just grab your calculator and you would just type it in. And so that, I believe, is 3 times 6.02 times 10 to the 30, and you would get 1.8 times 10 to the 24th atoms. So that's going to be something that you'll do today with atoms and stuff as you go, is you'll just do dimensional analysis. Now, thankfully, there's a map, okay, which this map is like super helpful, and we did this earlier. And this is kind of a slightly different version, but it works the same way. So I'll send an email out with the map on there so you can use it. But if you know the mass and you're going from mass to moles, you would divide by molar mass. So that's how this works on this little chart. So going this direction, we divide. All right. Going from, anytime we go to moles, you always divide. Okay. Anytime you leave moles, you always multiply. So this is kind of a different version than the one I use, but it's the same difference, okay? So keep in mind as we use this that you'll do this on today's activity, what is today's activity? You're going to do this spectacular coloring thing, okay? And we'll show you, we're going to give you one of those. All right? So I think you might be up here on this one. So you want to go explain what molar mass is?
Yeah.
And then we'll kind of go from there. Yeah.
So if you remember what molar mass was, like if you look at CO2 here, you're just taking the mass from the periodic table. So carbon's 12, oxygen is 16, but we have 2 of them, so we have 16 times 2, and you just add them all up to get your molar mass, which is for CO2, 44. And then you'll need that when you're going from moles to grams, or you'll multiply moles times grams to get times molar mass to get grams, and then if you're given grams like you will for this, you'll divide by the molar mass and then get moles. So like for one of them you're given 279.25 grams of Fe.
That's the goggles.
Yeah. This is the goggles when you go to color it. Right in there. So to set that up, you would have what's given to you. Find the molar mass of Fe, which is on the periodic table, which I can't see from here.
It's like 56.
We'll go with 56 roughly right now.
Yeah.
And that would be the molar mass. And we remember that's grams over moles. So I have grams down here because they're going to cancel out, and I'm left with moles. And if you type that into the calculator, for the goggles, you'll get a number between 1 and 10, and you can round to make it a little easier. And then whatever color that number corresponds to is what you'll color in for the goggles. Mr. Wood's doing the calculation right now. So
you get 5.
So you'd have 5 moles of Fe.
Yeah.
And 5 corresponds to light blue, so you'll get your light blue crayon, and you'll color in the goggles light blue.
Yep.
And that's about it.
Pretty much it. Now, there's other ways to do it. I'll give you one more just because I'm here. So let me go back here. So it's going to look like this, right? And let's say that we're doing a liter one. Okay. So we're going to do the smoke. Okay, so the smoke one is right here, and you'll all get this. So the smoke one is 206 or 201, oops, I gotta go here, 201.6 liters. And remember back to our maps that we did, anytime you go to moles, you divide. So this time you're gonna divide by 22.4, so 22.4 liters in 1 mole. And when you divide 22.4, 201 divided by 22.4. So really it's all about the work too. So on the side, you'll put the right work. That's equal to 9. And you'll find 9, you'll color like the smoke black, which makes sense. So that's pretty much it. You'll use the map to figure out moles. And then later on this week, you'll do stoichiometry with that, which is so cool. So cool. And that is it, people. Anything else to say? That was like our most successful video ever. Yes.